Hey guys, what's happening? Um, so as you guys most likely have heard, there was a somewhat it's still debatable, but it most likely is a terrorist act on the Boston Marathon. Um, the White House itself said that it was an act of terrorism, and Barack Obama has sworn during his speech about it today that he is going to hunt down whoever had done this to the marathon or the people of the marathon. Uh, so here's a little more specifics. Two bombs went off towards the end of the Boston Marathon, towards the finish line, is what I mean. Uh, so far, three people are confirmed dead. Many people are completely maimed, and uh, more than 100, maybe even a couple hundred, um, are actually seriously injured from this bombing. So, um, just as a little bit of a overlook for you guys, so you could see this was the worst bombing on the U.S. soil since September 11, 2001. Um, it's surprising that this happened due to the fact of how serious everyone really always taken this thing, has taken all of this. It just still shocks me that this happened. Uh, at the current moment, not a single person has been arrested from the site. And the White House is determining whether the attack came from a domestic source or a foreign source. Um, and this is just showing you how many bombs were actually planted. These two went off. A third one went off about a half hour later, but that was supposedly self-detonated by the Boston bomb squad. And they have also found. Hold on one second. They have found 5 additional undetonated explosive devices spread all around the Boston area. Um, that just tells you how many bombs were actually in place, and if they've found 5, it just really kind of makes you wonder if there's any more out there than we know right now. Uh, the blast apparently was approximately 10 seconds apart from the first one and the second one, and the pictures and videos are horrific. I don't know if any of you guys have seen any of those videos or anything, but it's really bad. It truly is horrific. Seeing a lot of death and not not good stuff. I mean, obviously, that wasn't a good way to put it, but what I'm trying to say here is I'll put some photos in the description or links to those anywho, and if you don't have a strong stomach, really don't go look at them. There's two pictures that are really sticking out in my mind. One of them is an overview of the area, and a certain part of the sidewalk is completely covered by blood. It is completely covered by blood, and there's another one of this guy getting wheelchaired out of what would you call that? Like the hot zone. Apparently, he was getting rushed to you know an, an ambulance so he could be taken to the ER, and he has no blood on his no legs, and he is completely covered in blood, and you can see his skin, the flesh hanging off of the remains of his bones. It shows you that it really did do a lot of damage to people. Even though it did only kill 3, it still severely injured many people. And it makes me sick knowing that people do this to try to support a reason or a belief that they have, like, you know, the jihads, I guess you would call them, the guys that commit suicide to try to prove a point for their religion. If this is the same thing, I don't understand how you would do that to solely support your religion and show that you're a good person by obviously intending to hurt and kill many people. And you know, there was an 8-year-old, I believe he was a boy. Let me make sure. Yeah, an 8-year-old boy who passed away as he was running the marathon. And you know, it's sad that little kids are getting hurt the way they are because of this. You know, I mean, that kid did nothing to deserve what had happened, and I'm pretty sure not a lot of the people that were running the marathons did either, but it's the fact that kids truly have pure hearts. Well, most of them do anyhow, and you know, unfortunately they get caught in between a feud between the government and another government or political power or a group of rebels or terrorists, whatever you want to call them. Several people were actually amputated by the explosion and pieces of shrapnel. Another thing is these bombs that went off were very, very strong. If you could see the video, you could see people getting thrown, and I mean, in one of them you could literally see like a body part flying, and it's really gruesome. But you know, it's just how that works. The explosions were actually about 100 meters apart from one another, and so this says the runners were about 4 hours 9 minutes faster than the average finish time, and you know what that means, that it was directly in the center of when most people finish, so it was obviously meant to go off when the majority of the people were there. And it really is a bad situation when this stuff happens. Again, I'm going to leave some links in the description so you guys could read up on it. I'll add some links to some pictures so you guys could understand really the severity of this. And yeah, I hope you guys understand what's going on, and I just thought I would share this because I haven't seen many other people do it. So, thanks guys. Later.